Robinho of Brazil has been one of the most popular players in Ultimate Team history. One of the most skillful players available to use in the game. His pace, his flair and his agility making him an enjoyable player to play with. But in recent years, Robinho's stats have begun to decline, falling from an 84 in FIFA 11 to a 75 in FIFA 14. Today we ask, is Robinho poo? Hey guys, FIFA Vic here with episode 10 of Building Brazil. Silly little start, but basically we are doing a review of Robinho to find out if he's completely useless now he's been downgraded to a 75. I can't believe he's fallen 8 stat points in 1 year, but that is FIFA logic, and here are his stats, guys, as you can see. So we're going to be playing some games with Robinho. As you can see, it's still Building Brazil in the background, so we still have a season ticket pack to open up. That is me opening that pack, but as soon as we've dismissed everything in this pack, we are going to pick up Robinho and we're going to play some games with him and talk about his stats and what he plays like and how I get on with him and all that good stuff. So you can see me picking him up for 1500 coins, and I managed to pick him up with a player skill trait on as well. I managed to get him with improved shooting and passing, which is very good. So yeah, we will play some games with him in the gameplay behind. Looking at his border, guys, the first and biggest thing, obviously, that everyone is going to spot is he has dropped from 5-star skills to 4-star skills. How a player gets less skillful during his career is beyond me, really. I guess FIFA would say he's stopped doing the top level skills, I guess, and that is the reason that his skills have declined. But that is the main thing, that is the main reason that people are not going to want to be using him. If he was awful but had 5-star skills, there would still be some people that wanted to use him. But because he doesn't have that 5-star, that is going to be a massive deterrent from people using him. The next thing, guys, as well, is that he is just overall, across the board, with all his stats, that little bit lower than previous seasons. So that is obviously going to put people off as well. Looking at the things that he's still got that are good, the big stats along the bottom there, he's still got really good control, and that is really important in FIFA 14. He's still got really good dribbling and agility, so he's still quite nippy around on the ball, still can manoeuvre in and out of players and all that good stuff when he's on the ball. But he's got that acceleration and balance and positioning as well. But his weaknesses, guys, they stick out a mile, an absolute mile in this year's game of FIFA. His shooting has never been great, and FIFA are right with the stat they give him for shooting. But as a striker, with that striker position on that he has now, it's imperative that his finishing is good, and it is just not good in this game. And that really makes it hard to pick him as a striker. You know, another option that I have on my Building Brazil bench is Fred, and he has shooting in the 80s, finishing in the 90s, and he's an awesome shooter when given a chance. Robinho's shooting is poor. You know, his other weaknesses, heading is such a huge part of FIFA 14. You just cannot pick a striker that is not good at heading it, and his heading stats are awful. Even his jumping is pretty low, but his heading on his card is 56, and it makes him a terrible option up there, because some games you're going to do crosses and some games you're going to want to score goals with headers no matter how good you are at the game. And that is the problem with him there. He's also another problem that he's always had, but highlighted even more this year, is his laziness as well. Low defensive work rate, which is not too much of a problem, but medium attacking work rate means he doesn't even make those runs and those positional moves that you need to thread in a striker like Robinho. So there's a lot of weaknesses, guys. Now I'm going to get people in the comments saying, I've used him and I've scored goals with him, or I scored this sick goal with him, or I think he's okay, and that's fair enough. If you're good enough to play with him, then great. But I'm telling you now, from my point of view, I don't think he's very good. I don't think many people are going to use him, and I really struggled to use him as well. The only goal that I scored with him in these 3 games was that penalty. Missed a few chances with him that he probably should have scored, and he's not a patch on the other Brazilian options like Pato and Fred and all that sort of stuff. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. It's just a bit of fun really, but I guess what we are surmising is that Robinho is poo in FIFA 14, unfortunately. I've been FIFA Vic. Back to normal in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Bye.